Hello everyone, welcome to my next art journal page. This one is a bit of a different one. I'm using these Aquacolor crayons. There are 12 in this set and I was very excited because I had just bought them. And I had also bought this Lyra Aquacolur brush with a reservoir that you fill with water, and I was very excited for that too. So I tried it out and it seemed to be working. And the only plan I had for this page was that I wanted to do a darker one with a bit of more darker themes than flowers or butterflies or pink. So that's what I was aiming for with this. Now, I was at my local arts store and they had two different kinds of water brush. They had both this one and they had the one that everyone uses, the koi watercolor brush, the one where the whole barrel is kind of a squeezy thing. This one has a small little button-ish that you can press, which supposedly pushes out the water. Now, the problem was I had problems getting out the amount of water that I wanted. I was pressing and I was doing all kinds of things and I wasn't sure why it wasn't working. So yeah, I was getting more and more frustrated as time went on, but I kept going with it because I so wanted that water brush to work. Because I was like, this is a bargain, this would cost just as much as the koi watercolor brush one, and I don't know, I've heard that Caran is a very good brand. So I was very excited and then I was very frustrated and very disappointed. So, here I'm starting to try to do more of a background. I've put some black in it and I was starting to feel the darker theme, and yeah, so I was trying to get the crayon to spread and I didn't have enough water. I decided I needed more black and I was getting a bit more frustrated by this point. I was pressing and trying to do everything to get the water out. Here I started to try to sketch out a character that I have made, but firstly I drew it entirely wrong. It's not supposed to look like that. And also, this brush was not working for detail, especially not when the water wouldn't come out as I wanted to. So that was just another layer of frustration, trying to get this to work, trying to draw this man figure like I wanted to. So I took a time to just look at it, and I decided I wasn't happy with that. That's not what I wanted or how it's supposed to look or anything like it. So I decided to just scrap the whole idea and just erase him and try to figure out something else. But now I had a lot of black, and more black than I wanted to, so I decided to do everything black. I had managed to get a bit more water out. As you can see, the page is very wet, and what I did was I pushed on the barrel thing, and here I did it again, and my gorgeous slow motion, everything, all of the water came out. And the reason why I'm just holding it is because I was just very shocked at what happened, and I just needed to somehow quickly repair it. So I learned my lesson to not press at the barrel when there's water in it, because you're gonna have a very bad time if you do that. The water brush works in a way like a syringe almost. You suck up the water into the barrel, and you can also press on it to get it out. So I tried to repair the damage that I've done, but it was difficult. So at this point I decided just to let it dry and see what I could do with it. And I decided to grab just a cheap marker that I bought to use in my art journal, so that I wouldn't get scared of ruining the tip of it or whatever, and started doodling whatever came to my mind, because I was very done with the water brush at the moment. But after I was done with the water brush, the thing was that I had got no instruction manuals for my water brush. It just came without its packaging and everything. I'm not sure why they sold it to me like that, because it clearly had a packaging when I searched on YouTube how to use it. So I guess you were supposed to. I had sucked up too little water. Personally, I don't think that should be a problem. I should be able to suck up as much water I want, and it should work in the brush. But that seemed to be the problem, because afterwards I did as the person had shown in the other YouTube video I watched, and the water brush seemed to be working quite well. So I think the key is to fill that water brush to the brim, and then it will work as planned. Which is a bit strange to me. Or maybe I just have a faulty one, or I don't know. There's a lot of things that could have been the issue, but when I researched, that was what I found out, that it was working better when I had it fully filled. So basically I drew some people and some funky flowers, and I'm drawing a hand. And I don't know, like I said, I just kind of drew what came to mind when I did this piece. So, and I kind of like how it turned out in the end. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out all my new social media, and I started streaming on Twitch, and I will tell you when that's happening. Goodbye.